Welcome to Everyday Change Management. I'm Brian Powers. I'll be your facilitator. I've been a leader at companies big and not so big. I've been a consultant in many industries, and I teach at the university level. And I can't think of many topics that have as much interest in them by leaders, by organizations, by employees, than managing change. And the answer is simple as to why. We live in a complex, fast world. Things don't slow down. Every time you think you got it figured out, something comes along and changes it again. So our objective today is fairly straightforward: to introduce a practical approach to change management. We believe that change management is an everyday skill set because change comes at you every day. So the processes, the tools, the templates that we're going to talk about today are geared towards helping you put them into practice. At the end of each section, we'll pause and ask you to do an exercise. And the exercise is generally aligned with your world. We ask you to customize all of the things we've talked about in one particular section to what's going on in your world. By doing that, we hope that you reach the end of the program and you'll have a change plan in place. You'll have the ability to go out there and try something different in the area of change. We've broken this section, this module, down into 4 different chapters. Chapter 1 is, why does change matter? I think we all have our own opinion about that, but we want to get clarity around what are the drivers and how does change impact each and every one of us. Then we're going to do a section on understanding change. We're going to talk about what are the implications of change, why is it difficult to manage, and how to go after the whole thing. And by whole thing, I mean how do we look at the different kinds of changes that are out there and apply a practical process dealing with it. Once we put that in place, we're then going to talk about that one size does not fit all. There's a lot of change management models out there. We're more concerned with enabling you to think about change a little bit differently and to apply a standardized process into understanding what has to change and why, how to build a plan and how to get it done. And last, we want to talk about managing the change process. After we've got a process in place, we know what to change, we know how we're going to go at it, what are some of the elements about level of participation and engagement of your key stakeholders? The fact that organizations don't change, people do. So this last section is very much about we as leaders and how do we manage the process of managing change. With that, I think we're ready to go. So let's get started.